Disclaimer and viewer discretion. The Alpha I Was Supposed to Kill is a work of fiction created by Fang Stories. This series contains mature themes, fantasy violence, strong language, emotional conflict, psychological manipulation, verbal abuse, humiliation, trauma-related content, and other situations that some viewers may find disturbing. Trigger warning. Certain episodes contain depictions of emotional abuse, verbal intimidation, humiliation, coercive behavior, and psychological distress. These scenes are presented solely as part of the fictional narrative and are not intended to promote, glorify, justify, or condone abusive behavior of any kind. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Individuals who may be sensitive to these topics should consider whether this content is appropriate for them. All characters, locations, organizations, dialogue, and events depicted in this series are fictional. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, businesses, organizations, or events is purely coincidental. This story is protected by copyright law. No portion of this production may be copied, reproduced, redistributed, uploaded, or republished without the express written permission of Fang Stories, except as otherwise permitted by applicable law. Copyright 2026 Fang Stories. All rights reserved.
Morning settled quietly over Roh Canyon. The ballroom, the music, the endless conversations were finally behind them. Gray dawn spilled through the windows of the Alpha family suite. For the first time in what felt like forever, the pack house was simply peaceful. Kyle stirred first, not because of an alarm, not because of duty, instinct. His hand reached across the couch beside him before he was fully awake. Nothing. His eyes opened. The blanket was neatly folded. She was gone. A slow pulse echoed through the heart tether. Warm, steady, safe.
Mate left.
She's still inside the territory.
That wasn't my point.
Kyle sat up, rubbing a hand across his face before glancing toward the folded blanket again. She hadn't just left. She'd tried not to wake him. That realization lingered longer than he expected.
Mate is considerate.
Don't start.
Too late.
Kyle stood, stretching as morning light spilled farther across the room. The tether shifted again. Movement. Fast movement. He closed his eyes for just a second. Running. Of course she is. A quiet chuckle rumbled beneath the surface.
Mate runs.
I noticed.
Gracefully.
You're impossible.
Drayvon is observant.
Kyle walked toward the window overlooking Roh Canyon. Beyond the glass, morning fog drifted between the trees. Somewhere out there, AhMarRah was already awake, already moving, already finding peace. Without realizing it, the corner of his mouth lifted ever so slightly. Drayvon noticed immediately.
Alpha smiles.
No, I don't.
Liar.
Kyle exhaled through his nose. We've got reports to review. Security briefings, border patrol rotations, Dominion activity.
After. Watch Mate run.
I'm not watching her.
Heart tether already is.
Silence. Kyle had absolutely no response for that. He reached for his training shirt instead. Outside, the heart tether pulsed once more. Not from danger, not from fear, from movement, from life, from two souls slowly learning that separate no longer came as naturally as it once had. The Eastern Trails. One of the few places in Roh Canyon where silence was protected. This morning, they belonged to AhMarRah. I almost forgot what this feels like. Just me, the trees, no expectations, no ballroom, no politics, just breathing. You needed this. We both did. Thank you for not arguing with me this morning. Do not become accustomed to it. AhMarRah laughed softly. There she is. I was wondering where my grumpy wolf went. Gwendolyn is not grumpy. Gwendolyn is selective. Keep telling yourself that. Their footsteps continued along the winding trail. The morning breeze shifted through the trees. Gwendolyn suddenly became quiet. Very quiet. What? Everything here smells like Kyle. AhMarRah rolled her eyes. Seriously? Even out here? This is his territory. The trees know him. The wind knows him. The wolves know him. And now, so do we. AhMarRah felt her cheeks warm. You're enjoying this way too much. Perhaps. They reached the overlook. AhMarRah slowed to a stop. Below, the river stretched through the valley, shimmering beneath the morning sun. She stared at it. Something about it felt familiar. A sudden ache settled deep inside her chest. Then, a voice. Soft, gentle, almost carried by the wind. When they begin hunting, follow the river. AhMarRah's breathing caught. Mom? She closed her eyes, trying to hold on to the memory. It slipped away, almost instantly. No, please, come back. Gwendolyn stirred, restless, uneasy. Water. What about it? Gwendolyn remembers something. What do you remember? A long silence. I cannot reach it. AhMarRah looked back toward the river. She couldn't explain why, but somehow, she knew this place mattered. Far below the cliffs, beyond the reach of sunlight, something ancient remembered her. Back at the pack house, the morning briefing had already begun. Coffee, reports, security updates. Just another day. At least, it was supposed to be. Northern Patrol reported fresh rogue tracks. Looks like 3, maybe 4. They never crossed the boundary. Good. Increased surveillance anyway. I don't want assumptions. I want confirmations. Already done. Eastern Watch rotated 30 minutes ago. South perimeter checks out. No Dominion movement overnight. Breakfast is almost ready. So whatever world-ending crisis y'all are planning, please wrap it up before the biscuits get cold. Kaven chuckled. Kyle almost smiled. Almost. The heart tether pulsed. Once. Then again. Different this time. His expression changed immediately. What? Kyle didn't answer. He closed his eyes, listening, feeling. Mate stopped running. Yes. Something changed. Kyle opened his eyes. She remembered something. Kaven frowned. Remembered or reacted? I don't know. But it wasn't fear. It was recognition. Zerai slowly lowered the mixing bowl. Is that good or bad? I honestly don't know. River. Kyle froze. River? Dravon felt water, a memory. Then, nothing. Kaven leaned forward. You think the river triggered something? I think the river means something to her. I just don't know what. A quiet silence settled over the kitchen, each of them thinking the same thing. If AhMarRah's memories were beginning to return, everything could change. Should we tell her what you felt? Kyle shook his head. No, not yet. If the memories are coming back, they have to come naturally. I won't force them. Wise. Still difficult. Story of my life. Caven smirked. You know, a month ago, your biggest concern was rogue wolves. Now you're taking relationship advice from your wolf. I'm not taking advice. Alpha absolutely taking advice. Caven laughed into his coffee. I heard it too. Kyle sighed. I've officially lost control of this pack. Laughter filled the kitchen, just as footsteps echoed from the hallway. AhMarRah was coming downstairs. None of them knew it yet, but the peaceful morning was about to become a whole lot louder. A short while later, AhMarRah stepped into the kitchen. Her damp burgundy locks medlings rested over one shoulder. The aroma stopped her before anyone else could. Fresh biscuits, butter, tea, something citrus. Someone had been busy. There she is. Morning. Perfect timing. Come here. Why do I suddenly feel nervous? Because your opinion determines who gets bragging rights today. I don't remember volunteering for that job. Too late, you're hired. Caven chuckled into his coffee. Kyle quietly shook his head. Good luck. You're not gonna help me? Absolutely not. I've learned to stay out of this. Smart, Alpha. See? He's trainable. Everyone laughed. Sanvi slid a plate toward AhMarRah. Potatoes first. Ignore her. Start with the biscuits. Potatoes. Biscuits. Am I judging breakfast or settling a custody battle? Caven nearly spit out his coffee. That might be the funniest thing you've said all week. Even Kyle laughed. A real laugh, not the polite one he usually gave. AhMarRah looked over. You do laugh. Occasionally. Don't get used to it. Too late. I already like this version better. Their eyes met, just for a moment. The heart tether responded with a quiet pulse. Neither of them mentioned it. Ahem! Food! Romance later. Everybody looked at Zerai. Romance? I said food. I definitely said food. Sanvi snorted. Liar. AhMarRah finally picked up one of the potatoes. She took a bite. Silence. Complete silence. She looked around. Why is everybody staring at me? Because you're deciding my future. No pressure. She chewed, thought about it, then smiled. That's really good. Sanvi pointed across the counter. Ha! Write that down! Now try the biscuits. AhMarRah broke one open. Steam curled into the air. She spread a little honey butter across it. One bite. Her eyes widened. Oh, these are dangerous. Zerai threw both hands into the air. Yes! Did you all hear that? Dangerous. She liked my potatoes first. History will remember the biscuits. History lies. Laughter rolled through the kitchen again. Kyle watched quietly. Not the food. Her. How easily she laughed. How naturally she fit into the room. It didn't feel like she was visiting anymore. It felt normal. Dravon spoke before he could. Mate belongs here. Kyle smiled to himself. This time, he made sure those words stayed in his head. For reasons none of them could explain, the kitchen no longer felt quite the same. Somehow, it felt more complete. Just as breakfast settled into something resembling peace, footsteps echoed down the hallway. Late, unhurried, completely unapologetic. Khar-Lani wandered into the kitchen wearing a silk robe, oversized sunglasses, and bedroom slippers. She stopped just inside the doorway. Her eyes moved to AhMarRah, then to Kyle, then back to AhMarRah. Oh, this is bad. Morning to you too. Khar-Lani ignored him completely. She took one slow step forward, then another. Her nose twitched. She leaned in ever so slightly. The room watched in complete confusion. Then, her sunglasses slowly slid down the bridge of her nose. She smells like his room. The kitchen froze. AhMarRah nearly choked on her tea. Kyle suddenly looked exhausted. Zarai's eyes widened. Sanvi covered her mouth. Kaven finally looked up from his coffee. Apparently, breakfast had just become interesting. Khar-Lani pointed dramatically toward the middle of the kitchen. Don't nobody move. Nobody moved. The heart tether pulsed, hard. Khar-Lani looked at AhMarRah, then at Kyle, then back again. Oh my God. AhMarRah looked ready to disappear. We fell asleep. Silence. A long, painfully awkward silence. Then, that's worse. The entire kitchen erupted. Sanvi doubled over laughing. Kaven buried his face behind his coffee cup. Even AhMarRah couldn't stop herself from laughing. Kyle stood immediately. I have meetings. Coward. Kyle didn't even acknowledge him. He headed toward the hallway. Halfway there, he glanced back, just once. AhMarRah happened to look up at the exact same moment. The heart tether warmed instantly. Neither of them said a word. They didn't have to. Everyone in the kitchen saw it. Khar-Lani slowly placed one hand over her chest. She looked between the two of them and smiled. Oh, this is becoming cinema. Even AhMarRah laughed harder. Halfway up the stairs, Kyle heard it. He stopped for the briefest moment. The heart tether answered. Warm, possessive, alive. Mate likes our laugh too. Several hours later, the Velmorian convoy finally neared home. Morning had long since arrived. Seriously, it's been 4 hours. Can somebody please roll the windows up? It's freezing. Silence. She looked at her mother. Nothing. She looked at her father. Nothing. Good. Eris folded her arms, turned toward the window. The convoy continued through the open gates. We're home. The SUVs rolled to a stop beneath the Alpha estate. Valor was out before the driver could reach his door. He walked straight inside. The front doors slammed open. Get out! Servants rushed from the room. Several Omegas hurried into nearby corridors. One young guard immediately lowered his eyes. No one remained in Valor's path. Eris entered a moment later. Lyrien followed behind her. Valor removed his gloves, dropped them onto the entry table. He turned, looked directly at his daughter. Do you understand what happened tonight? Do you understand what you've done? Eris swallowed. Father, that was not the question. Do you understand what you've done? Eris jumped. Yes. Valor took one slow step toward her. Wrong, Lyrian. Lyrian walked forward, slowly, never taking her eyes off Eris. She stopped inches away. A long silence. Then, Eris, why do you smell like urine? Eris looked away immediately. No, look at your mother. Eris forced herself to raise her head. Her breathing had already changed. I asked you a question. Answer it. Words. I was doing what both of you told me to do. Silence. Nothing. No sympathy. Eris looked from her father to her mother, looking for someone, anyone, to agree with her. Neither one did. What exactly did I tell you to do? Whatever it took to become Kaiel's Luna. Whatever it took to secure Roh Canyon. Whatever... Did I tell you to lose? Silence. Answer her. No. Did I tell you to corner another woman, 3 against 1? No. Did I tell you to return home, having embarrassed this family? No. Valor slammed both hands onto the entry table. The crack echoed through the estate. Eris physically jumped, one step, then another, almost backing away. Where were your instincts? I thought... Don't think. Answer. I confronted AhMarRah. Why? Because I wanted... No. Truth. Eris froze. I wanted her gone. How? I called her his bed wench. I said she'd always be an Omega. I pointed in her face. Then, she grabbed me. Then, by my throat. Then, she lifted me. Then, Eris broke. I had to use the bathroom. I went in there to use the bathroom. I saw her. I remembered what you taught me, so I went after her. I thought I could handle her. I thought... She couldn't breathe. Her chest tightened. She stumbled backward. Her eyes flicked toward the front doors, just for a second, as if leaving had become the only thing that made sense. Valor saw it. Don't even think about it. Eris froze. Every muscle locked. She didn't turn around. She didn't move. She couldn't. Finish. Eris started crying. Not gracefully, not quietly. The kind of crying that came when terror finally broke through pride. She lifted me. I couldn't breathe. I lost control. Silence. Nobody comforted her. Nobody moved toward her. Nobody looked away. Lyrian spoke first. Cold, measured, almost disappointed. So, you provoked her. You cornered her. You insulted her. You outnumbered her. And you're surprised she defended herself? Eris couldn't answer. She couldn't even lift her head. She simply stood there, knowing whatever came next would be worse. Inside Velmorian, failure was never comforted. Failure was corrected. "Stand up!" Eris hesitated. "Now!" She immediately straightened. Her breathing remained uneven. She refused to look at him. "Look at me!" Eris slowly raised her head. "Not the floor. Me." "Better. Do you know what disappoints me? Not that you lost. People lose. You wasted an opportunity. You were given beauty, education, influence, access, every advantage this family could buy, every lesson this family could teach, every door this family could open. And what did you bring me back? Failure, humiliation, excuses. Answer me. What am I supposed to do with failure?" "Father, I am not your father right now. I am your alpha. Do not confuse the two again." Eris immediately lowered her head. "I said, look at me!" She snapped her head back up. Tears streamed down her face. Valor walked toward the liquor cabinet, poured himself a drink, never taking his eyes off her. He took one slow sip, then continued. "You think tonight was about your humiliation? No. Tonight was about your value. If your dignity must be sacrificed to strengthen this family, then sacrifice it. Do you understand?" "Yes." "No, you do not. Because if you understood, you wouldn't still be crying." He slowly walked toward her. Every step echoed through the estate. "Look at yourself. You're crying over pride. You're crying over dignity. You're crying over embarrassment. I don't care. Velmorian doesn't care. Roh Canyon doesn't care. History certainly doesn't care. Your tears do not strengthen this family. Your pride does not strengthen this family. Your dignity does not strengthen this family." Silence. Even Lyrienne remained motionless. "Listen to me. Your beauty is an asset. Your education is an asset. Your influence is an asset. Your reputation is an asset. Your body is an asset. Your dignity is expendable." Eris looked like she'd been slapped. Valor kept going, relentless. If securing Roh Canyon requires charm, be charming. If it requires manipulation, manipulate. If it requires deception, deceive. If it requires destroying another woman's reputation, destroy it. If it requires sacrificing your pride, sacrifice it. If it requires sacrificing your dignity, sacrifice that too. Because neither one belongs to you. They belong to Velmorian. Eris couldn't breathe. She looked toward her mother, desperate. Lyrienne never moved, never spoke, never rescued her. "Stop looking at her. She can't help you. She learned this lesson years ago. Now, it's your turn." Eris immediately looked forward again. Her hands trembled uncontrollably. "Do you know the difference between you and AhMarRah?" Eris remained silent. "Answer me!" "No." She protected what mattered to her. You couldn't even protect yourself. Silence. Eris shut her eyes. Another mistake. "Open your eyes, now!" She obeyed instantly. "Good. Maybe you're finally ready to learn. You were never raised to be loved. You were raised to be useful. You were never educated to become independent. You were educated to become indispensable. Love is a luxury. Power is survival. Remember that. Because one day, it may be the only thing keeping you alive." Valor finished his drink, placed the glass on the table. Without another glance, he walked away. As far as he was concerned, the lesson was over. Another daughter corrected. Another lesson learned. Inside Velmorian, love was optional. Obedience was not. Eris never moved. The tears had stopped. Not because the pain was gone, because something stronger had replaced it. Humiliation, hatred, obsession.
If you're loving what you see so far, drop a red heart in the comments. Like this episode, share it with your favorite drama lover, and subscribe to Velvet Fang Stories. Then click the bell and turn on all notifications so you never miss a new episode. Because the danger, the secrets, and the heat are only getting started.